Hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about money and boundaries. When you are calling in your next level of money in your business or your personal life, that next level of heart, body, soul aligned wealth, it's essential that we look at boundaries, because there will be ways that you have been unconsciously leaking your precious resources, leaking your money, leaking your time, leaking your energy, leaking your focus, right? Where you are being pulled away from the very thing that you are wanting to create. When it's heart, body, soul aligned wealth that you're creating, you can be assured that you are moving forward in a way that's on track and in alignment, which is great. But the challenge is having to look at what you need to change in your current present reality in order to move forward in your future financially free version of you. So this means growth. This means evolution. This means change. And this means boundaries. Not very comfortable, but really, really important to see. So the way I like to play with this, because the challenge of your boundaries and your money blocks and your money leaks is they're often lying in unconscious patterns of behavior that have been well established over a very long period of time. And so we're here to transform something very deep, and that we need to bring from the unconscious into the conscious. So one way to play with this is to tap into the future wealthy version of you, the version of you that's already created that wealth, that's already created that money, that's already created that business that goes along with it, that's already created your financial freedom, your money goal. Tap into that version of you and let this part of you be your guide, be your mentor, be your coach, be the CEO of your life now. Right? Imagine that you have hired the future wealthy version of you as your consultant, and bring this part of you into the conversation and ask this part of you, your inner wisdom, I call it the wealthy wisdom within, to show you where you need boundaries, right? The challenge of that is it's essential that you take responsibility for your boundaries. Right? This is masterful level, because it's very easy to blame other people or blame other situations, point the finger, right, of where your boundaries are being crossed or where you're not being respected, for example. But it's your job to honor your boundaries. First, know what your boundaries are, then honor them, then maintain them, and find a way to respectfully communicate them. So this is all about tightening up hatches, bringing that focus into your fortune, and understanding some very, very deep old patterns that have been causing you to leak your energy. So what we want to do is get clear on what boundaries do you need in place in order to grow your wealth? What boundaries do you need in place in order to grow your wealth? And we want to come from a place of deep self-honoring, deep self-care, but also think about your boundaries as a way to take care of, to hold, to look after, to nurture, not only yourself and not only your finances, but all that's growing from that place. So any structure that you stand in, you want there to be good, strong, solid boundaries. I want to make sure if I step onto a boat that the hull it doesn't have any leaks in it, for example, right? You want to know that when you step into a building that the infrastructure has very clear, strong holding, strong boundaries, because that then serves everyone that is moving within that infrastructure. So I'd like you to think about your own personal boundaries as a similar thing, as a way to serve, as a way to support. It creates safety, it creates stability. It creates security, not only for yourself, not only for your finances, but everyone that comes into your network, be it through your business or be it through your personal life. So boundaries are loving and supportive, starting with you. But the very first step is to get clear on, one, where you're missing boundaries, right? Where you're leaking your energy. And two, where do you need to start building boundaries? Where do you need to start creating new boundaries in your life, in your business, in your finances, in order to grow that next level of heart, body, soul aligned wealth? So that's one to journal on. That's one to bring that future wealthy version of you into the conversation and get curious. Start with curiosity, start with a willingness to explore and to understand why it's so important. Now, navigating, building new boundaries and creating new boundaries is a whole art in itself that I won't be covering in today's video, but please know it's masterful level, learning how to communicate, learning how to honor your boundaries and uphold your boundaries. But for today's video, we are just highlighting the importance of boundaries and highlighting where you may be missing boundaries and also highlighting what boundaries you need to start putting in place. The next step after that is learning how to then create those boundaries and bring them into your life in a calm, clear, and kind way. So I would love to know, where do you need more boundaries in your business, in your finances, in your life? How are you going to be sealing up those leaks where you've been leaking your energy, leaking your resources? And what action are you going to take? What is your next step action to support these new loving boundaries to help you grow into the next level of your heart, body, soul aligned wealth? I would love to hear. Please share in the comments below. Gorgeous. Can't wait. Thank you for joining us for today's conversation around money and boundaries. If you enjoyed today's content, please make sure to like this video. Do comment below. I'd love to hear what came through for you. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already to receive my weekly masterclasses, trainings, activations, and meditations.